Big D, Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Stuart Scott leading our coverage.
SportsCenter's coverage of the NBA Finals from a very muggy Dallas, Texas. They say everything's bigger in Texas, like the impact of a Game 3. Welcome to our coverage. Stuart Scott, Mike Wilbon, John Barry, Hall of Famer, 5-time champion Earvin Magic Johnson. Guys, NBA Finals under this current format, when the series is tied 1 game apiece, the winner of Game 3 wins the series how many times?
All of them. Whatever it is, it's 100%.
Yes, it's been 11, and it's been 100%. We'll see who wins Game 3 here right now. Dirk and the Mavs, LeBron and the Heat. LeBron with the pregame message for his guys.
I think we like this feeling right here. You know, when we feel desperate. I think that we know we at our best when we're a desperate team. Yes, sir. And that's what it's about tonight. Playing desperate from the first tip, man.
You want to define desperate? How about Dwayne Wade freaking the Mavs with the okey doke? D-Wade shot 12 of 21. JB, why was this one so redunculous?
Well, to be able to split the defenders, go around your back, and now split 2 more guys to lay it in. And, oh, by the way, Tyson Chandler's 7 feet.
Later in the first, Chris Bosh driving, but he goes down in pain, a lot of pain. We've taken another look at it. Jason Kidd pokes Bosh in the left eye. Bosh, though, would stay in the game. And Wilbon, if you're wondering if that eye was okay, I don't know. Maybe ask Peja Stojakovic.
Well, not really. It really wasn't okay. But Bosh hung in there. I mean, he took it like a pro wrestling move for a second. But you don't want Peja out there on Bosh anyway, do you, JB?
No. Bosh's eye, though, clearly swollen, still playing. Later first, LeBron blows by Shawn Marion and rocks the rim. Magic Johnson. Really? Seriously?
Oh, that's just too much. And he held it up there, Stu, to hesitate a little bit and said, oh, in your face, big guy.
He scored 16 points in the paint in the first quarter. Final seconds of the first quarter, Mario Chalmers deep 3 and hits. Guys shouldn't have counted.
Yeah. I'm looking at it again. I think he was across.
And he was across with his 2 feet.
Heat up 7 after 1. Second quarter, D-Wade putting it down. 19 points in the first half. JB, how's your defense?
Well, one of the best two-way players we have in the league, and definitely the best two-guard shot blocker that we have in the NBA, and it turns into yet another dunk for the Heat.
Heat up 5 at recess. Third quarter, Miami up 11. D-Wade with the steal finds LeBron James. Holla at a player when you see him in the street. Bron just 6 of 14 shooting, but that put the Heat up 13. But the Mavs will make another run. Nice ball movement here. Jason Kidd have some with the 3. He's 3rd all time in 3-pointers. Meanwhile, Magic, you got to have some dirt.
How can you leave the guy open that wide? I mean, the guy is just ridiculous. And then he says, you too small. What's that called, JB?
I believe that's a mouse in the house.
Mouse in the house, yeah.
D-Wade was trying. But the Mavs go on a 17-3 run. They take a 59-58 lead. Fourth quarter tied at 70. Heat playing unselfishly. LeBron finds Bosh, and Bosh getting medieval. LeBron at 9 assists. Later in the fourth, LeBron finds Mario Chalmers. Chalmers silky with the 3. Heat up 7. And under 5 to play, the guy who's been here before. Booyah! D-Wade, 29 points, Heat up 6. But under 3 minutes to play, the Mavs down 2. Wilbon, it's Dirk time.
Well, you know what's going to be Dirk time? This nice backdoor cut. JB was screaming Dirk for 3. He got the guy right, but they would settle for backdoor there.
That tied is 84, but just under 2 minutes, over 2 minutes to play. D-Wade with the pull-up jumper, Heat up 2. But here comes Dirk again, JB.
Well, of course we're going back to him. This time, just ridiculous fade. I mean, you can't do anything about it. Good defense by Haslam.
Game tied at 86, under a minute to play. LeBron, is he going to take the shot? Is D-Wade going to take it? Who takes it, Magic?
Oh, Chris Bosh, and he shot it with confidence, too.
Good screen by Haslam there to free him up.
Nice dish by LeBron. Bosh, 18 points. None more important than that. Heat up by 2. Next Mavs possession, you don't see this very often. Why did Dirk throw it away here, JB?
Well, Shawn Marion's not a guy you want to stay at the three-point line. He's going to cut to the basket. I don't know why he was in that corner. You should have Jason Terry or another three-point shooter over there.
Costly turnover for the Mavs with great defense, Wilbon, by the Mavs here, stopping the Heat.
And securing the rebound, giving themselves a chance to tie, take this game in overtime, or win it.
Dirk with the shot. Got a look. He was guarded, but he did get a look. Didn't get the basket. Miami Heat wins Game 3, 88-86 to take a 2-1 series lead. The big three of LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh combined for 64 of the team's 88 points. Wade added 11 boards with his 29 points, leading the team in both categories. And after the game, D. Wade talked about the importance of winning Game 3.
I've been here before, and my teammates said they wanted me to get the ball. Last game, we kind of went away from getting me the ball down the stretch in the spots that, either they got a double or I'm able to get a shot off. So tonight, just trying to be aggressive. I didn't shoot it every time. I passed it off to my teammates. So this is a total win. And if I could say one thing, we wanted to win the game on the defensive end of the floor, and it came down to getting a stop.
Tonight, in instance, D-Wade had it going offensively. So we allowed him to handle the ball. We allowed him to bring us home offensively. It's just the trust that we have in each other, ability, no matter what the point of the game is at.
I think tonight, one of the things that hurt us was we were digging out of holes all night. It's very difficult playing from behind all the time.
We got to stop the runs a little quicker. We can't go down 15 all the time and battle back. I mean, you can get like a 5-6 point swing here and there, but we can't always get in a deep hole like that.
But the big thing is, they win the first quarter, and that's pretty much, if you want to look at it, that's the game, because we won the next 3. So we got to take care of the ball against this team.
We felt that this was a must-win. We had to, put it upon ourselves to try to take home court back in a sense. And I thought we did a good job of, withstanding all 8 runs. Withstanding, the points in the game where it looked like they had momentum. And we held on to our lead, and, we made enough plays to win the ball game.
Like I said, this is a tough loss, and it's basically a must-win situation on Tuesday. I mean, we can't go down 3-1.
We've talked a lot about the importance of Game 3 in a series tied 1-1. You think LeBron and D. Wade know the importance? Check their numbers. LeBron 4-1 in those games, and D. Wade a perfect 6-0 in his career. Both guys averaging close to 30 in those games, and both shooting more than 50% in those games. And that's the big 2. And then there's the third guy, Chris Bosh. Wilbon, hitting that game-winning shot, what does that do for this team?
A lot for Miami, because it does everything for Chris Bosh and his confidence. I mean, he's playing at home here in Dallas, where there's got to be a lot of pressure. He went 2 for 9 in the first half. He also got poked in the eye, went down for a while. I mean, he struggled with that eye the rest of the game. But he came back in the second half to go 5 for 9 shooting, and of course, with 39 seconds left, he hits what winds up being the game winner, and played well off LeBron and Wade, and played with them being in his ear. Specifically Wade, who kept saying, keep shooting the ball.
Well, first things first, Udonis Haslem with 2 of the biggest plays of the game. 2 defensive possessions on Dirk Nowitzki, forces a turnover, and forces Dirk into a very difficult shot at the end. But it was all about Dwayne Wade, guys. I got to go with Dwayne. Yeah. Incredible. This guy, it's 2006 all over again. Look at this split behind the back, and then split 2 more guys to lay it in. 13 shots at the half. 11 of those were inside the paint. On the attack, the Miami Heat said, this is not the last 6 minutes of Game 2. We're not letting you off the hook with jump shots. We are going at you. We're going to get to the free throw line. We're taking it to the paint. Turnovers are turning into dunks. That's exactly what they did, but they won this game defensively. Udonis Haslem, 2 huge defensive plays at the end.
Well, you guys talked about Wade, and then you talk about Bosh, but the spark off the bench was Mario Chalmers. He came in off the bench and hit 4 for 6 from the 3-point line, 12 big points. And here's the shot at the end of the quarter. That, JB, was that a what?
Backcourt violation looked like.
But he was hot from the outside. When they're double teaming LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, he came up big from that 3-point line. And that's a good sign, because maybe in Game 4 he can continue his hot shooting from the outside.